What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to some more SpockPlays. It is the start of a new series. One of my favorite things on the channel, being able to dive into stuff and kind of give it the real attention it deserves. And this game definitely deserves some attention. This is CONSCRIPT, and if you aren't familiar, it is the director's cut, which was an update that the developer put out sometime in... It had to have been in 2025 or maybe late 2024, that apparently addresses some of the, we'll say, criticisms from the base game or the original game, the non-director's cut version. The game has great reviews. I think if you're familiar with like games in the space, so for those that don't know, CONSCRIPT is it's kind of like it's a survival horror game, so Resident Evil type vibes, but on a 2D plane. The pixel art is incredible. The atmosphere is supposed to be pretty intense. I know it's a World War I horror game, one of the scariest wars if you know anything about that. I have been dying to play this game, and I knew once that I picked it up that it was going to have to go on the channel. We've been talking about doing a survival horror game on the channel for quite a while, as they are one of my favorite genres, and I wanted to play something that was a little newer because we could do like a Resident Evil or something, but I digress. This is going to be a really fun one. I don't know what else to say, really. We just got to dive right into it. I don't know too much about this game. I haven't really looked at the story or tried to spoil myself too much, so it should be a pretty fresh playthrough, if I say so myself. But without further ado, let's get it kicked off. Let's see. Easier difficulty for those little experience. We'll stick to default. Hopefully I don't learn to regret that decision. We're going to do unlimited saves. I'm not crazy about the original. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get an S+. Complete bag start. Not the intended way to play the game. You only have one life. Yeah, we're definitely not going to do that. And checkpoints, yeah. First recommended. We're going to do a first-time playthrough. We see the year 1916 in the bottom corner, so around the end of the First World War. But yeah, let's do it. Proceed. Yeah, we can proceed. Resident Evil. So I know that this game, it was published by Team 17, which made like the Worms games and stuff of other acclaim. That's the first one that comes to mind. But yeah, I believe Jordan Mochi is the sole developer of this game. He had somebody do the soundtrack, it seems. But yeah, I think this is like a one person or a very low number of people project, which is pretty crazy for the stellar reviews that this has gotten. Hopefully we don't get too spooked. Nothing worse than getting too spooked. July 12, 1916. The Great War has raged for nearly 2 years. Millions of husbands, fathers, and sons have already been sent to slaughter. Many more will follow. The German army has hammered Verdun with artillery since late February. Their plan is to bleed France white, but yet she holds. Yeah, Verdun is a very famous battle site. There's actually a really good first-person shooter called Verdun right now. That's pretty popular. It's like a online multiplayer shooter. This will be one of the longest and bloodiest battles of the entire war. That is true. Definitely was no bueno being involved in World War I or World War II. A lot of trench warfare, as I believe we will see in World War I. So Chapter 1 is some disputed barricade. All right. July 11th, 1916. Dear Ma, I hope you're doing better. Around 9 weeks now, we have been stationed at Verdun. It is with great relief that I can finally write back to you. Look at that stash. I know you've been thinking about Pierre. Happy to say he made a full recovery after being gassed. Oh, geez. Mustard gas was an unpleasant part of the First World War as well. He is now fighting up at Fort Souville. As for me, I'm stuck in this miserable support trench. There we go. A few hundred meters downhill. Also, not good. You always want to be at the top of a hill. As Obi-Wan said, you want the high ground. Sylvan found Father's watch. Pierre thinks he left it in his old locker at Fort Vaux when the Germans attacked us there. I'm sure we'll find it soon. We've been fighting Germans over these old forts for weeks on end. They swapped hands multiple times in the past months. To be frank, I don't see what the point is anymore. Our artillery support is constantly delayed, our water is poisoned, and our supplies are low. Telephone lines have been severed beyond repair, and communication from command has been dreadfully slow. It's all a bit of a mess. I don't think I can read that. Although tomorrow we'll be sent south for our first break in weeks. Much needed. It will be a relief to feel clean water on my skin once again. I'll bring both of us home, Ma. Don't worry. Or worry not, rather. Promises made, promises kept. They're back. Ooh, we are in it. All right, so looks like 8-directional movement. We don't have like a, maybe that's just, it might just be the sprite. Moths are flying around the flame of the lantern. I need to find Pierre and get to the front lines. He's probably still up at Fort Souville. I don't know. I'll finish writing this letter. Later. Okay, so that's what we were writing to our mother. Just some junk. There's nothing of interest here. We can oh, that doesn't sound good. We can inspect stuff. All right, and 8 interact. We're doing it on the Controllerino. See, it looks like we're in a trench right now. Some doors have been locked due to enemy trench raids. A key is required. Mess. Sure looks like a mess. Okay. Is there a map function? There is. Alright, so it looks like we can go in here. That's not a room. Okay, another fellow soldier. Dang, dude looking hard as heck. Poilo, I need to transport those cages down the trench. Commander's orders. I'll meet you later. Come back safe, mate. I'm probably not. Just some old tattered uniforms. Alright. Yeah, if it's like Resident Evil or Dino Crisis or anything else, you want to check everything. You never know, and even unmarked things will contain secret items. About half a dozen messenger pigeons are huddled in the corner of the cage. 2 cigarettes. Always good to have if you're a shell-shocked veteran. Chess game. Looks like this chess game was abandoned in a hurry. Alright. Ooh. I can feel the artillery shells. No, we definitely want to get a move on. The only thing that I do know... Some doors have been locked, yes. Is I looked up just a couple of very small things just to make sure I have the best possible chance of, like, you know, not missing anything. It doesn't seem like there's a ton you can miss. What I'm going to try and do is apparently there's, like, 3 keys that you need to get. There's, like... a cellar at some point that you need to go and interact with at the end of each one of the chapters. We want to do a lot of fighting, and there's an item that we can get that once we find it, we're supposed to hold on to for most of the game. Thanks for opening the pause menu. Okay, here's the controls. Aim, attack, dodge, reload, equip. Nothing too crazy. All right. Alright, so that seems like where we exit. Every crate here is empty. We've been complete out of supplies for 3 weeks now. Never a good sign. Never a good sign. Alright, we're just getting our bearings here. Okay. So this door is heavily rusted with a helmet hanging. It's locked tight. A key is required. Looks like... Okay, that's how I... Ooh, I can, like, Dark Souls heavy roll. So it looks like our stamina on the bottom right, as well as our health. Got some glistening. Field Manual 1. French Army Field Operations Manual, Standard Issue, Part 1 Combat, when firing. Let's see, when under fire, remember the basics of field training. Okay. Aim weapon and reload weapon, or LB. That's interesting. Different weapon types have different firing styles. Check your weapons before going into battle. Only engage in close quarters combat if absolutely necessary. X is to run. Okay, so you can hold to run, and LB is dodge roll. I thought that was X. Physical fitness is a soldier's secret weapon. If a distance is needed, sprint outrun the enemy. When surrounded, you can perform a combat roll. If you are fatigued, you'll be easy pickings. All right, so aim and attack is LT-RT, pretty standard. LB is dodge roll. RB is reload. Okay. When all other options, raise your weapon over your head and strike your opponent down with a powerful blow. XRT, creating distance to formulate your next attack. Remain calm and track your stamina levels. A fatigued soldier is a dead soldier. View map is... Okay, so yeah, we already found that out. And A is interact. Soldiers who scavenge survive. If supplies are low, search your surroundings for ammunition, tools, and resources. During battle, you need to be prepared for any situation. Enemy can strike anywhere. Stick to assigned trenches. Keep your head down and advance. Okay. We've got it in our files now. Checking everything. We've already found some items. Mostly cigarettes. We are going to be healthy with the amount of nicotine for now. Depending on how long this goes. Someone left their gear here. Looks like they left in a hurry. Guess we're not going to take that. Combat vaillamment. Element voilà for us. I don't know. Fight violently and the enemy will cover. So it seems like we are indeed in France. What you doing in here, brother? This is Marcel. Andre, the Fritz are back at Souville again. Your brother? He went up about 20 minutes ago. I'll see you at the front. Let's give those bastards hell. Let's give them hell indeed. Alright, here's the trench. Whew! This dude's looking hard. Major. Private, where have you been? They're mounting another attack on Fort Souville. We need every man there at the fort. Get moving now. Sorry, boss. I gotta check every single corner of this level for secret items. You don't know what I know. The barbed wire is destroyed here, makes Trent's more susceptible to raids. If I had extra wire, I could patch it up. Interesting. Oh, this seems bad. He seems like he's just in here dying. He was just gassed last night. Better just leave him be. And dead people. There's going to be a lot of dead people in this game, and much like Resident Evil. It's definitely not going to be a pleasant time. Most of these games are not. Most of these games are not. Alright, so we can't sneak past him, but he's got all sorts of good, fun gear in there. That's where we came out of. This looks like the locked door that was on the inside. This is telling me to jump down. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. Can we jump up? We cannot jump up. We cannot jump up, get down. Alright. We're scanning, or a scanner. Oh, okay, we can just go... What? There better be some stairs in there. That's a awfully confusing perspective. Actually, let's go over here first before we leave this area. Access to run. Keep your head in the trench during all hours of daylight. In case of enemy shelling, take shelter in the trench dugouts. Okay, we can hide. Alright, this seems like going towards where we need to be going. If it's teaching us more things. Okay, and so yeah, access to run. And then LB is roll. Okay. Okay, so can't even go that way anyways. I knew that. I def knew that. Alright, I wonder if our stamina increases at any point if we're just cigarette smoking French man the entire game with weak stamina. Fancy yourself a sleep-in private. Your brother, he's up at the line. You should be there with him. I know, everybody's telling me. What are you doing in here? Here we go again. I'll see you up at the front. A lot of talking. Ne vous surchargez pas. Rangez votre équipement pour la victoire. Or victoire. Don't be over encumbered. Store your gear for victory. Okay, so there's like a save. A dimly lit lamp sits behind a journal. Record your progress. Yes. Always got to be a typewriter. It's not survival horror. Okay, that's where we can store items. The iconic chest, if you will. Yeah, sorry for my absolutely terrible French. If this is a French game, there's going to be a lot of it. I actually took 3 years of French in college, and I come from a French family. So that actually just makes it all the more worse. However, this goes. All right, we went in there. That was just to hide. All right. This man looks shell-shocked. He's not responding at all. He's not responding at all. He's not responding at all. Okay, so we can't go that way. Next we come back here at some point. Let's go up the hill and try and find our brother. There's supply barrels. These supply barrels look like they can be smashed open. Can I roll? Nope. Can I attack? Nope. No attacking yet. The wood looks incredibly fragile. Okay, because we can bust through there too at some point. And locked for safety. Yes, here we go. Trench shovel. Pick up the trench shovel. I'll have to equip it. I do. Yeah. feel like and look like the soldier from Team Fortress 2, especially with the shovel equipped. All right, give it a batteroni. All right, what do we got? Dude, we are... So, do cigarettes heal you? That'd be very funny. Kind of like Metal Gear Solid. I forget. I think Metal Gear Solid, they do not heal you. I think they slowly lower your health. My diary. All right. Photo of Marie. I miss her dearly. Dearly. On the back she wrote, "Come home back safely. I love you. I'm thinking about you." Very sweet. I guess that is either our mother or our significant other. That's what we've learned. All right. So maybe we'll assign this to like down. If we can. And cigarettes. What do cigarettes do? Maybe they're currency. They could be the currency too. That would be very poetic. Field Manual 2. Resource Management. Organization is a key. Items you acquire can be viewed and used from the inventory bag. We can equip it inside. Useful resources such as medicine and ammunition can be crafted by combining materials. So yeah, if you combine a cigarette with a M1 Garand shell, you make medicine. Always pay attention to the remaining room in your field bag. Okay, so we have limited space. I'm curious if it's also like Resident Evil where items take up different amounts of space in the bag depending on their physical shape. Think carefully before doing so. Planning ahead for future battles can be the difference between victory and defeat. We will aim to keep you supplied at all times, but the enemy is unpredictable and resupplies can be delayed. Make sure to store your unneeded gear in the... Okay, yep. Alright. And if I'm not mistaken, every button but the right one. And that looks like some sort of durability of some sort. I wonder if weapons have a durability associated with them. Like Breath of the Wild style. Alright, we have reached the first checkpoint. It's eerily quiet. Take the bandage. Okay, so that's our medication. Yeah, I feel like cigarettes might be the currency. That'd be very funny. Oh. Alright, that looks like a bad man. Because he pointed at me, and he had an eye over his head, now he's running at me. And he's wearing a different color. Alright, this game is going to be easy. First, bad dude down. We have taken out the first bad boy. Yeah, it does look like durability. I wonder if it like restores when you save or something like that. Okay. That's how we aim with the left trigger. That's right. Glad I can aim my shovel. Or to spin like the true person I am. Cigarettes. Yeah, definitely feeling like some sort of currency. Oh, there we go. The side of his head looked like it was caved in with a shovel. Well, now, I wouldn't know anything about that, would I? Little old me. Little old trench man. I've actually been building an army. I have it built, but I just need to finish painting a few more. Interesting, that's a helmet. Why do I feel like this is our brother? It is our brother, I called it. Hold that thought on Trench Crusade. His head is bleeding and he is unconscious. I need to move him. Drag him back to wherever we need to. Can't pick up his helmet. Let's see if we make this trip back. We need to find a place to put Pierre. Okay, we're going to put him at the lit. Looks to be some sort of pew. Get to the front line. If I don't get to the front lines, I'll be shot. I'll be back for you, brother. All right. I can go through here. We don't want to get shot. Commissar style. All right, nothing we can do there. More cigarettes. Little blinking icon gave it away. Let's see. We'll make sure we're getting to a section. Yeah, so Trench Crusade, if you haven't heard of it, is a really cool kind of indie tabletop game similar to 40K. Except that, I mean, you can buy actually their miniatures now, but I have a resin printer, so I bought like the STLs to print it out. And yeah, it's really crazy. It's like this crazy World War I, World War II-esque with like demons and magic and sorcery and all that fun stuff. It's got some pretty heavy religious tones in an interesting way. But yeah, I've watched a lot of battle reports for it, and it's super cool, but definitely gives me this vibes because that game is based off of this time period. All right. Let us continue. All right. Sinks of some sort. Attention, check your firearms before going into combat. Only engage in close quarters combat. All right, so they're telling me not to use the shovel. All right, we got one bullet. Is that a grenade? Looks like a grenade. Everything looks like a grenade so far. Take the rifle. Yes. All right, we got a gun. Generator supplying power to the entirety of the fort. It's the last one we have. Not good that there is a dead dude right here, where we're supposed to be supporting it. There's a question. Now that I have a weapon... no, never mind. I was thinking we could go... Maybe we could go back. I feel like there was something we could have bashed open. Let's see. Okay, checkpoint reached. Not a good sign. Maybe it is a good sign. That means that we're not going to get our progress lost. Let's assign this to up. Okay, there's our gun. The longer you wait, it seems to focus. Okay. All right, we're learning. Long hallway. 8 bullets in the chamber. Let's say it was to reload, RB. All right, well, we need a key for a lot of these things, it seems like. They've been doing their part, keeping the doors closed. All right. Viez juiced. I don't even know how to say that. Onetise le Boche. Probably not. Aim steady, destroy the Boche. What's the Boche? Wait a minute. So I can't go here. It's locked from the other side. I know that's some shortcut. I did hear the director's cut added a lot of shortcuts because one common criticism was that there is a lot of backtracking, but apparently the director's cut addresses some of that. So yeah, I've kind of alluded to it in other videos, but this is one of those games that really seem to have paid off waiting for it to kind of hit V2. Just because it came out with this director's cut, which is like a bit more conclusive, and has a bit more features and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm actually really glad I waited because I would have never played through. Oh, okay. It said always avoid combat, but I want to save ammo. Smack that boy. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Bam. Bam. Okay. He's fighting back. The other guy did not. I feel like that was worth it. I don't know how many shots it takes to kill somebody. Alright. Let's go back here. Turn the generator back on. Great, it's out of fuel. So we don't have any keys. I guess it's saying we gotta go back to the fortress. I assume everybody's going to be dead. I don't know if there's any, like, zombies or anything in this game. It's interesting this light is still on. There's a light from the outside. And I don't have to reload my weapon because I, made sure to use my shovel. Alright, let's do it. First round being let off. Shoot the guy with the gun. Nice shot. We're gonna run. Oh, okay. It's a carbine. Do this Resident Evil style. Try and save as much ammo and supplies as we can. It always seems to be a good strategy. These survival horror likes. I guess these are just holes pocketed from artillery. And, nope. Okay, and so we can see, like, the locked doors and all that jazz. Dude, there was, like, 3 dudes out there. What are you doing just standing in here? Marcel, there you are. When you get out of there, make every shot count. When you get out there, I'll see you on the other side, my friend. I'm very confused. All right, dimly lit lamp. We also save. How come there's, like, all of these bad boys in our trench, and we have all the good boys just walking around? Like, there are no bad boys in our trench. Take the chemical fluid. Interesting. That's like Resident Evil 8 Village. You have chemical. I think it's in 7 too, but definitely in 8 where you... anything? We'll hold on to it all for now. We pour, like, chemical fluid all over your hands to heal. It's like, I lost my leg, just pour some chemical fluid on it. You'll be good. You'll be just fine. Alright. Upcoming French... I mean, there's, like... If they got through here... I guess these are, like, bunkers, so they could have jumped over stuff if there are, like, holes in the barbed wire and stuff. Alright, they're giving us a lot of ammo, which I am appreciative of. And there is our commissar. How did you get here without, like, seeing any of the people? He was shot once through the skull. That's a bummer. The smell of gunpowder, spent shells, and burned flesh is coming through the window. Ah, the smells of Subway. Private, Fort Souville is under attack. If they take this position, we are finished. Go out there and defend the soil with your life. What are you waiting for? Want one in the back of your head? All right, chill, brother. Get moving. They shall not pass. Thanks, Gandalf. All right. We are in trench warfare. Oh, World War I. All right. Don't know why anybody would lock that. Ooh, okay, jeez. Red. Red means explosive, right? Rifle rounds. We'll come back for that. The blockhouses have been locked, but we're told not why. Keys required. Okay. Lots of keys, lots of requirements. Got our gun equipped. Jeez. Okay. Well, guess we are not going that way. Another shell-shocked man. More rifle rounds. I'm guessing the shell-shocked man, yep, is preventing me from going that way. We're gonna have to wait for him. I don't even know what. And all right. Dude, how do you take that many bullets? So let's see if we shoot that. Okay, so those are our explosives. I'm glad I did not hit it. This thing only has 50 bullets. That is not a very good defensive emplacement. Oh, okay. You can see the shadow there when those land. Good to know. I guess I'll just go through this, right? Especially if they're dropping items. Until I see a thing. How do I get off this thing? It's probably... Oh, crap. Alright, let's get off here. And what did you drop? Rifle rounds. We cannot walk around that hole where the artillery hit. And we need to reload. Okay, there we go. More rifle rounds. Got 16. Picking up one at a time here. Does seem like enemies hopefully die from 1 or 2, especially for like a Car 98K or oh man, I don't know. I forget what the French use. It's been a while since I played Call of Duty. Like 2 and 3 and stuff. Or I guess World War One or World War. There's a lot of Call of Duties. He's dead. I don't know if I would have done that. Take the bandage, yes. Yeah, this place definitely is not a vibe. More rifle rounds. Okay, so the shell-shocked man is left. Let me see. What's going this way? The future of our children hinges on this battle. Show no mercy. First aid kit, yes. Yeah, I'm interested what that icon is that looks like a grenade or a bullet. Maybe it's like a helmet of sorts. Alright, let's make sure we check all the areas to the best of our ability. Oh, take the shotgun shells. Oh man, that's a bummer of a time. You are going to take the grenade, yes. Yeah, that is not... Oh, hello. How did you get here? Anybody else? Anybody? Bueller? Yep, one more. These guys are crazy. They're just running through the trenches with shovels and no helmet on. Honestly, you deserve what you get. Alright, let us move on. So what was over here? Just shotgun shells and a man who's missing the bottom half of his body? Oh, interesting. Let's see. We haven't taken too much damage yet. I don't know how rare any of these shells are. We don't even have a shotgun yet. What do these do? Examine. Heals a minimum. Okay. Combined with a disinfectant agent. Okay, so maybe we can combine these. Do we know it's a combining system? Yeah, let's, sure, let's make a disinfectant so we can pick up more ammo. Maybe not the best use of that. Keep fighting soldiers. Alright. Excuse me. I hear you. Oh, okay, so we got lucky. Actually, now I remember that last guy we fought was... Okay, that was an indeterminate amount of, damage. Oh, shit, crap. Keep remembering to reload. And we don't want to be next to the explosive barrel. There we go. Come get me. Gotta reload. Should have poked me, boy. Oh, man, there's a lot of troops. Okay, and I can actually just tap it. Alright. Rifle rounds. Make sure we reload. And, right. Where are we right now? Does it show where we're right now? Looks like we're right around here. So let's, it's our objective. Let's go check this left side. Hopefully not deal with too much. Okay, we already were up here. Please. Please. Alright. I thought that might open a path or something. That would have been interesting. Nope. Okay, so this is where we came through initially. We couldn't go this way. Okay, so we can do... Yeah. Alright, well, that's bad. That man has... Oh, gosh. That man has an axe. And a helmet. What? It looks like he's wearing armor. Oh my god. Okay, we need to relax. Alright. We have found our new least favorite person. It is the crazy hatchet man. Definitely on a... Okay. Hey, dude, can you, like, help me up there? Oh, nope. Sorry I asked. Alright. Ouch. Alright, we're gonna have to heal. Not what I was trying to do. Oh my gosh. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh my god. Well, this is not good. Alright, let's get that barrel. Dude. This guy is like Tyrant. We're gonna have to heal here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please stop. Oh my god. I lucked out like 45 times there. You have no idea. Let's use this. Okay. Good to know we can dodge roll. Will you die? I am beginning to wonder if we can even kill this fool. Finally. Alright, this is not going well. More shotgun shells, alright. I want to keep picking up ammo as we go. Alright, we can just mac on this guy. I'm a little worried because we are... Man disappeared. Oh, he ran into the fire. Gun parts. Okay. Quite a few folks. I'm hoping that they don't spawn indefinitely, but that might be hopeful and not true. Alright, what do we got? 18. Okay. It feels like there was a chest or a door at the beginning. Sorry, dude. Had to be done. There was like a chest or a door at the beginning that had a key lock thing. You know what I'm talking about? That looked like it took numbers. So 18. We gotta remember that. I'm a little worried. I won't be smacking the crap out of that if that weakens my item. Rifle rounds. Okay, looks like the troops have stopped. We just dealt with quite a few of them. I guess that is where my map is. Or it's around where I'm at. We don't want to blow that up. We want to get up here. Trying to maximize everything in the environment so far. Just worried about the shovel, man. I need this thing. Grenade. Love to see it. Why can you push this? Ah. That's why you can push it. Oh, there's another thing. Oh, no, that is just dirt. Alright, 1827. Let's go back and do that real quick before we get too far along. Okay, so we've been over here. We did that. We went around here. We went in there. We have not gone in here yet. I don't think we actually went up here. I'm not going to go up there yet, so we got to hit... let's just... I think we checked over here, but let's just... I think that's where we came in. Which we would want to go to anyways, actually, because that's where the code was, I believe. Yeah. Thank you. Let's make sure that we're reloaded. Okay. Very intense start. Ooh, gosh. Holy cow, I did not see that. I don't know if... Oh, that looked like mustard gas. That's not good. You know... Okay. Sorry, dude. I'm sorry, bro. Wait, so he was in there, I guess. It's telling us we cannot go either way? Okay. Okay. Enter. Okay. Checkpoint reached. Battlefield exit. I don't remember that game. Am I getting poisoned? Oh god. I thought there was a secret down here. That's why I came this way. I'm just gonna run through it. I'm a little afraid that I'm gonna... Crap. Let's load last checkpoint. Please don't be there. Please don't be there. Please don't be... Okay, cool. Oh, crap, dude. Are you serious? Crap. Well, that's a bummer. Can't go out that way. It's actually actively hurting us if we do. Crap. Crudderoni. I wanted to figure out what that chest was. Maybe we can get back to there? Maybe? I don't know. Crap. Suvial access. That's what we wanted. Ugh. Alright, maybe we can go back there later. I'll dwell on it. There's gonna be a lot of this in this playthrough, I'm already sure. Okay. Holy crap. Alright, let's get out of here. Nope. Hopefully not mustard gas. Nope, just normal bomb. Let's get out of here. Maybe we can go back around. We gotta go get our brother anyways, right? Okay, another checkpoint reached. Inventory is full. Support trench key. We are absolutely going to need that. I hope we have not taken too much damage so far. I wonder if you can combine bandages. And what is this used for? Disinfectant. Okay, as well. Mixed with chemical fluid to make fuel. Interesting. Also gives you poise. Yes, we're going to need that. Okay, so hopefully we can go back through here now, because now we can unlock all these doors. Okay, cool. So this is where, let's go here now. Nope, block from the other side. This is where the, enemy is now within half a kilometer. Interesting place to leave a note. It's a lot of fuel. Okay, so, let's see if we can go back this way now. I am digging it. I love games like this. It's been locked, it won't budge. I thought I had the key. How long do we have, like, a... Okay. I love these types of games so much. There's just something about, like, I don't know, mysteriousness of it all. I'm curious what the... There's always a twist with them, too. Alright, so we can go through here now. Alright, hopefully we can go back there. I'm assuming we're going to try and let's get our gun out. Looks like our gun is full. I'm assuming that's what blue means, maybe? Okay, cool. Yeah, so let's record our progress. We're going to do a different save just for whatever reason. It's always good to stagger your saves in these games as well. Where was the chest? We can definitely throw some stuff in there. Let's throw this alcohol in there. Throw my grenades in there. We'll store the shotgun cells in there. And, okay. And then can I stack you? Very good. Alright. Yeah, you gotta have a shotgun in one of these games. You know, the trench shotgun is iconic. They shall not pass. Beware of Boche hypocrisy. Crap. Nothing getting through here anymore. Well, looking less and less like I am going to be able to go back to that area. I'm trying to remember, it was 1823, I think, were the numbers if we do somehow get back there. Frontline access is blocked. Maybe we can go back now? No, because it was blocked too, right? Yeah, we couldn't go that way. And that's just going to be the way that we came in. I know this is futile, I'm sorry. Because it was blocked in by artillery fire, right? And we can't go back up, okay. Alright. That chest is going to drive me nuts. I know it already. I know I'm going to be like... I'm going to have to look up what was in there. If we can't somehow get back to it. What if it's like the item that we need? That would suck. Well, I have a key. And then... I guess that was just a way to save. I guess we'll head back. It said the enemy's already here. Our brother recovered. Pierre's gone, but someone here has left a note. Runner's note. Urgent orders. To the company commander, they are planning a second attack, and we are out of men who are fit to fight. The fort is now under the control, and southern trenches will follow. If the support trench falls, withdraw your men and regroup at Fort Saint-Michel. Leave any wounded soldiers in the medic bay. If they are not killed, they will be taken as prisoners of war. We will retrieve them later. Runner's note was logged into your files. You can access files from your inventory. That is a hopeful thought. German trench raider seems he was stabbed in the chest. Seems like the appropriate reaction. And that's the direction we came from. Okay. Okay. Jeez. Well, that's never good. I guess we are... Oh. Yeah, probably not getting back to that area. Probably not. If that is the title screen, that must have been the intro. And that's the end of chapter 1. Save your progress, yes. We're going to stagger our saves. Yes. All right. All right, we're out of war. That's always a good sign. Do I have infinite stamina in my dreams? I do. It's got to be a dream. You'll never be able to run that much. No man can run that much. Probably not any items if it's just a flashback, and yeah, I can't access my inventory anyways. Very pretty though. All right. Can't go south. Is this our abode? Take the cellar key. Yes, picked up the cellar key. That was a cellar door. It's been hard to keep up with the gardening. Yeah, this must be their home in France. Francais. Front door is locked. We can go through the cellar, alright. I feel it's not going to end well. Take front door key. Yep, okay. That's where I always keep my front door key. Behind my cellar key. Our grandfather's old work from his days as a blacksmith. That's cool. Just some stuff laying around. They call this setting the scene. Our grandfather's old wine barrels back when he would make his own. What a talented man. We have way too much junk. I feel you, brother. I feel you. Alright, let's go into the cellar. Wait, we just went through the cellar. Losing my mind. Let's go through the front door. Unlock to the front door key. Usually how it works. Stack of cookbooks. Not much of a kitchen, though. Some more wine barrels. You're not French if you don't have wine barrels in every room of your house. Okay, 3 rooms we can enter. Our grandfather's sword and rifle. Must have been a French army man himself. Okay, it's a pocket watch. There is, I'm assuming, some sort of medal of valor. It's Pierre's bed. Rest for the day. No. Box full of father's old stuff. Very good. Okay, so the family's been living here for a while. Oh, I thought that was like... It's kind of shaking. Yeah, just because we're running. Alright. Great family photo. Very, Sears family photo setting. Door's locked. If you haven't had to sit in a Sears and get your photos taken, have you really lived? Did you have a real childhood? Are Sears even around anymore? Okay, our mother's bed. It's crazy when you run, the entire screen shakes. Alright, seems like that's all we can do. All we can do. Some books. Various books belonging to both our father and grandfather. Topics include welding, military history, birdwatching, and politics. As any good man's bookshelf should. They don't got, what, welding and birdwatching? You can't call yourself a man. If you never welded a bird? Come on. Come on. Alright, Guess we shall rest for the day. Sick watch. Sick metal. They shall not pass. Complete chapter 1. Chapter 2. Fight with cudgels. Yeah, being hit with a cudgel seems like a really bad thing to do. One hour later. Ruby pistol. Alright, we have been left with a pistol. Why was I dragged in here? Why was I dragged in here and left with a gun? Checkpoint reached. Alright. Oh. This looks like where we started now. Looks like some... Find Pierre, search for help. Looks like somebody definitely saved us. Definitely saved us. Take the pistol rounds. Don't need to hide. Okay. Not good. Our base has been taken. We do not... Do we have a shovel still? Dang. Took our trusty shovel. Alright, dude. You're just gonna have to eat this. Oh. Oh. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Here, man. We need a shovel. That looks like a shovel. Ask for a shovel, and you shall receive. Alright, let's sign these. Sign these. Yes. Cigarettes. What was in here? It's our friend, Poilu. You frightened me. You just hiding in here, dude? Good day, Poilu. What will it be? Ah, this is like the merchant in Resident Evil 5. Okay, cigarettes are the ammo. That is very funny. Okay, so I know this gun, for whatever reason, this is actually a DLC you could purchase, but for whatever reason I have it, so we're going to pick that up. Yes. Pin set. Oh, interesting. That seems extremely important. Hopefully that's not just one. Spare weapon parts that can be used to upgrade the performance of guns. And another shovel. Okay, so you got to repurchase shovels. Small key. We're going to need that as well, I'm assuming. Upgrade. I'll have to look up and see what gun is better. I assume the golden gun's pretty good. Who knows? It's like a Luger. Poilu, looks like it's just you and me left. Happened all so fast, those bastards. Our deal still stands. Let me know if you have any spare cigarettes. If you happen to find any gun parts, I can fix up some of your weapons. Well, mate, what are you waiting for? So wait, you're just gonna like, I'm the only guy left. Sorry, dude. I'm just gonna sell, I'm gonna be your merchant. And this enemy-infested bunker for you for cigarettes. That's... Listen, if your boy ain't staying back in a French trench after it has been captured by the opposing army and he's selling you stuff for cigarettes, is he really your bro? Is he really your bro? Alright, we don't need 2 pistols. I'm going to drop this in here for now. We're going to assign this to up. Alright. Very good. Very good. And some gun parts. Very cool. Record my progress, yes. Save you here. Very good. Very, very good. Alright. I think that's where we're going to call this first episode, y'all. I am immediately entrenched. Pun intended. With this is so sick. Exactly what I was hoping for. Loving the vibe so far. I will say real quick, I do think that I missed something at the end of the chapter. There's one other thing I wanted to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run back. I'm probably going to reload my save and just fix that real quick. I will include that footage at the end of the video because basically I think you have to push the... There's something in that... I didn't realize that's where we were, but in the cellar there, I think we had to push a cabinet over, which I may have missed. Maybe I did and I forgot. I'll check the footage. But I'm going to go back and do that. So yeah, I'll include that. You know what? We'll do this. I'm going to go check and do that right now. And if it's not there, then it'll just transition to the end of the video. Okay, and welcome back. We have time traveled. We are back where we were. So, yeah. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in for this first episode of Conscript here. I'm really excited to play through more of the series. If you enjoyed today's content, commenting, liking, sharing the video, all that good stuff helps the algorithm a great deal, and I appreciate it as well. This has been SpockPlays. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see you next time.